Um, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. I'm going to make a correction here to what I said on my live react to House of the Dragons last night. I believe that Sea Smoke, who was formerly the dragon that Rhaenyra's first husband, he was gay, and so he could be with whoever he wanted, and she could be with whoever she wanted, and they couldn't have children together. So she ended up, her first three sons are born of the guard that was assigned to protect her, which was, I can't remember his first name, but he was like Lord Strong or something like that. And so these are the Strong boys, right? And her first husband, in order to deal with what had been happening, which was increasing tensions between her children and the Allison's children. It was getting pretty bad. Like, um, for example, Eamon lost his eye back then, right? Because he was able to claim a very large, the largest dragon in the world, right? While he was, while they were mourning the death of the original rider of that dragon, who was, well, this is all convoluted. This is all getting very complicated. But anyway, so they arranged a fake death of her first husband so that he could row his way off to Pentos or wherever the hell he went. He shaved his head so it wasn't obvious that he was a Valerian, because he's blonde, right? Blonde haired black dude. So he's been shaving his head. This has been the case with other people in the universe as well. That they're shaving their head because they don't want people to see the connection to the Valerian bloodline. And I think, first of all, I know already because I watched another reaction channel that when Sea Smoke approached that black dude, he was selecting his rider, his replacement rider. So that's what was happening there. He wasn't stalking him down or anything like that. And that's probably why the facial expression goes from scared to relieved in a matter of seconds. But it's not really explained that that's what's happening. But upon rewatch and stuff, you can see that the saddle is empty before he does that. So clearly, he selected his rider, and that rider got on board and started flying around. And I'm having a great time now. I got a dragon, right? A dragon. I am now flying around, and I got a dragon. Now, I think he's going to be on the Rhaenyra side because he and the other one that was selected as first mate for the sea snake are brothers. And they obviously that side of town, if you will, already has declared for Rhaenyra. So he'll probably be a flyer for Rhaenyra. But he needs to make contact and say, hey, guess what? Sea Smoke came over here and selected me. And now I can ride this big ass dragon all over the place, right? So I think that's what happened last night. But I also have a feeling that the tensions of what's going on between um, the sea snake and his first mate is that I think those two are bastards of the sea snake, is my guess. Because there was a lot of talk of he will never claim you as, he's never going to treat you like his son and stuff like that. I haven't read the book, so like I'm trying to just catch up in the moment, but it seems like maybe that's what was going on is that they're bastards is my guess. I think that's what's happening here. However, they both had some pretty cool things happen during last night's episode. One got a dragon, the other got to be first mate to the sea snake. Uh, but that's my correction from last night's episode. Um, that was a good episode. They're all good episodes. The whole series has been so great. So great. I didn't bother covering Chantel's fried chicken. For somebody who's like, I'm not a basic bitch like you, right? Like, that's what she likes to say. Girl, I have never seen anybody eat more basic shit regularly than her. I can't even imagine living off of fast food and fried foods and fried chicken. And oh, this is a Kuwaiti original. Really? That looks like something you could get pretty much anywhere. Looks coleslaw and fried chicken, some chips. Very original, Chantal. I bet they have more interesting cuisine than the bullshit you bought. Um, Seriously. Like, when you're doing mukbangs of Burger King and Wendy's and mall Chinese and, like, how could you be out there saying, I'm not a basic bitch? Yeah, you are, girl. And you gotta stop throwing your clothes on the floor where it's gonna get a bunch of cat hair from Julia. That's why she gets it all the way even on the hijab. All she would have to do is like take the hijab off and put it on like a nightstand or a dresser and it'd be fine. But she's got to be throwing her clothes on the floor in order to get that much cat hair all over her outfits all the time. I mean, she does like to lie in Julia's corner, right? On the couch. But she should be taking the lint brush to the couch as well. Like, she can't be troubled to do any cleaning whatsoever. Even her music choices are so basic. So basic. Such bullshit, you guys. She doesn't listen to anything interesting whatsoever. Sorry, the landscaping crew across the street has already started. Anywho, it was a really good episode last night, as they always are. They're always great episodes, but especially with bringing in the actors from season one who have already passed, such as Viserys, the king who had some form of leprosy that killed him. How that was not contagious, I don't know, because nobody else who touched him seemed to get it. Like, it wasn't transferable. He was back in perfect health without missing limbs or anything. And for the visions. And his wife, who died in childbirth in episode 1 of season 1, she was back. She didn't do anything. She was just lying there dead, but it was her. They had Damon's wife, who died in childbirth, come back as well for a vision last week. And they had the original actress who played Rhaenyra when she was younger come back for one of the visions as well. So he's like dealing with all his demons right now, which is great. I love that. I don't know if it'll do anything, if it'll change anything. But it's going to be interesting to see how this goes down, because there's I know that there's got to be a battle in the next episode. They've already just lightly said that like certain areas of the kingdom are at war, but they showed like two different army forces marching off to Harrenhal. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. How's everybody doing this Monday morning? I'm tired and achy. You know, like my legs are achy. I've been doing my best to heat treat them um, and stretch them out, you know? But they still hurt a lot after taking that fall. That was a while ago. So even though I didn't fracture anything, I must have sprained a lot of stuff in that fall. Sucks. I do have some chores I need to do today, so I'm not going to be on live long, especially if nobody's jumping in and asking me questions. But I did want to make that clarification because I think that that other React channel is correct. That Sea Smoke selected his rider. I think that's what happened. Anywho, you guys are real quiet this morning, so I'm gonna leave it here. This will be a short live stream. Maybe I'll do something a little later. I might react to something later. Definitely not gonna be reacting to overeating madness and shoving food down her throat, not even tasting it, and acting like it's a Kuwaiti original when it's served everywhere. It's fried chicken, girl. It's broasted. Mm-hmm. So it's like in a pressure cooker, deep fried. I don't know what to tell you. All right. Take care, everybody.